Yeah, Sahvir, just obviously a little bit of an agonizing game, I would say there, almost maddening. There were like some maddening great plays and some maddening plays down the stretch. What's your takeaway just on how you guys played tonight? And then obviously it was the last game of the season.
Yeah, first thing I want to say, it's still Sahvir. You said it wrong. My name
I
hasn't changed.
apologize. Sorry about that.
Last week to this week, it hasn't changed. So, but it was a disappointing effort. Um, they made a few more plays down the stretch. We didn't finish some plays, but we fought back. We got down 10 to 12 early in the season. I think we kind of would have collapsed in, but this time, we came back around. We knew we were capable of making a run against the team because the same kind of situation happened. But this time around, they made a few extra plays than we did, and we missed some chippies, we missed some bunnies. But proud of our effort that we fought back. It's just unfortunate that we lost.
Hey man, I know a lot of people are going to look at the last 4.7 seconds. Y'all didn't get the last shot, but I want to ask you about, Missouri got that 3-pointer right before the first half. Just how big of a kind of a turning point was them? Does it kind of give them, I guess, the momentum going to the locker room?
Yeah. I mean, it was a good shot. It was a big shot for them. But we still had the lead, and I think we came out the half and we scored on our first possession and got kind of get that right back. So it was a big possession. It probably gave them some confidence, momentum, but I feel like we responded well right after halftime.
Let's go to Griffin and then Ryan. All right, Ryan, go ahead.
Steve, did you want me to ask? Did you say Mike Griffith or did you say Griffin?
I'm sorry, it's Griffin.
Oh, someone named Griffin. Okay, I don't know who Griffin is.
All right, let's go to Mike and then Augusta.
I got to get my name right too, Sahvir. Obviously, the charge. You hit the floater in the lane, the 9-0 run. Can you just talk about that run and how you got that going, what that meant to you to make that charge in the final 5 minutes?
We know we didn't want to go out, with a deficit like that when we had been playing pretty well defensively, leading up to that point when they made their run. At this game, at this level, basketball is a game of runs. The great teams are gonna make run, and we had to counterpunch. And so that was the biggest thing, was just getting one stop at a time and going down and making shots, shooting shots that were makeable shots, and the shots that we got off of each other's momentum, like we're sharing the ball, one mores, playing for each other. That's how we got that spurt going and cut the lead.
Hey, Sahvir, just kind of broadly, what do you think the fight and the momentum that y'all showed at the end of the game kind of says about this team and the season as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of sums up the season as far as you just looking at that run, just how up and down it is within pandemic. This is a first-time experience for everybody, especially playing through a pandemic like COVID-19. But I mean, it showed the heart that we have, the heart and fight that we have as a team. Not to quit, not to fight down, bow down to anyone. But like I said before, I'm not a real big moral victory kind of guy. I want to win, and a win's a win and a loss is a loss. But so I'm a little upset that we lost. I feel like this is a game that we could have won.
Thank you.
Let's go to Ryan and then Mark.
Hey, Sahvir, just off the top of your head, with the season being over, what are kind of your thoughts on how the season went? I know you guys finished higher in the SEC standings than you guys were predicted at the beginning of the season. So just kind of what your final thoughts were.
Yeah. I think we were projected second to last. We finished higher than that. I mean, every year has been progress, especially since Coach Crean's been here. First year, 2-3 wins last year, 5-6 wins this year. Now we're 7 wins and we're above 500 to end the season. So there's definitely progress. The players have all gotten better here under Coach Crean, and for us, we're just looking to take this and grow from it. We with this group of guys together, we have a good chemistry, and we wish we could keep playing. And hopefully praying that it's not over just yet. But I really enjoy playing with these guys, and man, I wouldn't have it any other way.
You guys shot a good percentage from 3-point line today, but you had still lost. I know. was that a sneeze or a cough? Bless you, I guess. Was to shoot that well behind the three line, be efficient that way, and still fall short. I guess usually that's something you guys shoot for. How disappointing is that?
These are good teams. This is the SEC, one of the best conferences in college basketball. You can play your best basketball and still lose the game. So, we shot the ball pretty well from the 3-point line. But I don't think we got to the free throw line as much as we wanted to. And at the end, they kind of got some loose ball, kind of like, did they really even mean to score right there? Like I remember one possession where Kobe Brown's trying to make a post feed and he tips the ball, like Jeremiah tips the ball and it goes into the rim. It's like that's not designed. And they had a couple possessions like that. So it's hard to, go through that when they're making a run, but it is what it is.
Let's take one last question for Sahvir from Jed.
Hey, Sahvir. Y'all played really close with a good team tonight. You've done that a lot down the stretch. As far as the big picture goes, as you look forward to this off season, into next season, just what does the end of this season? I guess what do you think that means for what this program is going to look like? Next year heading into the season and into SEC play.
So you're referring about the next SEC season, like next year?
Yeah, next year. Yeah, once the next season gets going.
Yeah. We could hopefully a lot of guys come back better. We know what we all need to get better at. And we're going to stay hungry. And coach is just talking about that hungry in the locker room just now, just staying hungry, stay wanting to get better. And next year we're looking to be, that top 6, top 5 range. I know to some people that might sound crazy, but we've been a few games right there where, a couple possessions here, a couple stops there to end that run. We'll be right in these games. And next year, I know I'm gonna take it a little bit more personal for the SEC. That's my personal goal is to finish top 5. And I know we can make that happen with these guys here and with these guys coming in. Like I believe, and coaches, their game plan not only for the game by game, but for the program. We're changing the culture here one day at a time, and we definitely have all the players and pieces to do it. And we're just looking to add to get on the train and change this program to a winning basketball culture.
Sahvir, thank you for your time tonight.